Hey, what's up YouTube? I wanted to do a really quick short video on what to do if your turbo cracks, and I wanted to give you 3 main tips on removing it, something you're going to end up using with heat, and replacing it. So what happened to mine was it had a nasty crack in here, the housing. And let's just start with number one. The easiest thing, and I have a 04 Cummins 3500, and this is the He351cw turbo. The easiest way to do it is all the elbows and stuff down here. You loosen up the clamps, take all this out, disconnect, do your oil lines, but you want to take it out with your exhaust manifold. That's the easiest way to do it. And then when you have it on the bench, you can undo the nuts and everything up here. So the best way I found is to heat these nuts, and I used my torch. If you don't have a torch, I suggest if you've got a buddy or something, take it to his place, heat them up, and those nuts will come right off. That was the easiest way to do it because I actually ended up stripping the nuts. I applied some heat, they came right off. So my heat tip number 2 is, I've seen a lot of guys comment on a lot of videos where like, man, I wish you would have shown how this comes apart. Well, yeah, it's got a band in here, and as you can see, I already loosened mine up. Mine's already taken apart, but this seam here was shut together, and you look at it and say, well, how does it come apart? I already took the band off. How does it come apart? What happens is there's so much carbon buildup in here that you have to take, that's literally how it comes out. And so what I did is I added heat on like the round part of the housing. Don't add heat to this, only here, and this heat will eventually climb up here, and heat expands it. So after I did that, I just hit it with some heat, and it literally slid right off. But as you can see, all this carbon buildup is essentially what gets up in here, makes it really tight, and that's why it's so hard to come off. But so that's what I'm saying, if you've got a torch, heat these nuts off, they'll come off really quick. It's a lot easier if, like I said, take it off with the exhaust manifold, set it up here on the bench, makes your life 100% easier. And you see this little hole? Okay, that's where this guide pin goes. Let me see, where is it at? Right there. So don't worry about, like, if you're worried about, like, oh man, when I take it off, how am I gonna know if it's lined right back up? Doesn't matter. It has this pin, you slide it back in the pin, you're done. So, and if you're wanting to mess with this, all this stuff, you take I don't remember the exact size, but you take one here, one over here, and it's I think it's reverse thread. So instead of ideally tightening it, instead of loosening it, you're going to be tightening it, so you're going to crank in the opposite position. But anyways, so this, we try to weld it back up with TIG. No luck. The cracks just kept spreading and spreading and spreading. And so instead of replacing the whole turbo, my solution for this was I found this guy on eBay for, I believe, $86. So honestly, and this will slide right back up into this. So this was the easiest solution, best bang for your buck instead of replacing everything. That's my third tip, is just to replace this instead of messing with that. I feel a lot more comfortable just new housing, slap it back on here and tighten everything. And guys, you do it this way. I know I'm not giving you an exact, socket sizes and all that, but if I would watch this video before, it would have made my life so much easier. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys, and I hope this helps somebody out there, because it's really not as difficult as you think. It's just like, if you don't know the easiest way to do it, it can be really challenging. But I would recommend taking it all out with the exhaust manifold, doing it on a bench, replacing this guy, and yeah, just reversing. If you have all the tools laid out in front of you, I mean, I could bet if you're half decent mechanic. Oh, and don't forget to undo these oil lines. There's one on the bottom too. Undo that, undo this guy. I mean, it'd probably take you 2 hours to take it out, put everything back together, maybe another 2 hours. I mean, if you're, you could probably get it done quicker than that. I'm just giving you an idea. If you had everything laid out, probably wouldn't take you longer than 2 hours to rip everything out. But anyways, guys, thank you. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope this helps somebody. Yeah, if you got any questions, just let me know. Thanks.